Why China and Russia don't fear the West. In this chaotic and dangerous world, liberal democracies are struggling to intimidate autocratic rivals. Russian drones have been shot down in NATO airspace.
It is dangerous and unacceptable.
While China has been bullying America's allies in the Pacific. These actions are meant to test the West and ideally divide America from its allies. Russia and China seem willing to take ever larger risks, so now Western democracies are sprinting to dust off and update Cold War doctrines of deterrence. The original Cold War between the West and the Communist bloc was terrifying, but at least both sides knew the rules of the game. When one country behaved in threatening ways, the opposing camp usually understood the signal being sent, so they could decide whether to escalate or back down. It was dangerous, and there were some very close calls.
I have directed the armed forces to prepare for any eventuality.
But it never tipped into nuclear war. Today, nobody agrees on the rules of the game, and that makes managing risk far more complex. The West isn't as unified as it used to be. President Trump questions, why is it America's job to police the world and keep allies safe? In his view, friends are a burden, and they should pay America if they want help.
We've been supporting NATO so long, in many cases, I believe, paying almost 100% the cost.
Meanwhile, Vladimir Putin is a master at throwing Western countries off balance. Russia tests defenses in ambiguous and deniable ways. European countries endure cyber hacks, drone incursions and acts of sabotage. It's hard to prove Russia is to blame, and that's the point. Western governments find it hard to agree on what the right level of response should be. What's more, when Russia goes rogue, responsible governments can't retaliate tit for tat. When Russia is suspected of cutting subsea cables or mysterious acts of arson, NATO members aren't about to burn down shopping centres in Moscow. So the West has no choice. It has to learn how to make credible counter-threats. Otherwise, Russia and other adversaries will keep using attacks to frighten the public and to undermine resolve. In Allied capitals, senior officials are reminding their junior colleagues of a valuable Cold War lesson. Don't be alarmed if your leaders start threatening enemies much more forcefully. It might actually be the best and safest way to get an adversary to back down. Simply put, escalation is not always a sign that something is going wrong.